How you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Sorry for your loss, man. How'd it go back east?
Well, thank you, first of all. It was great. Obviously, it was a celebration of his life, my grandfather's life. 94 years old, born in 1925. Seen a lot, done a lot. A lot of special things he's done, and I think the legacy that he left was an amazing one. Being president of Norfolk State for 22 years. Crazy story. My grandmother told this story, which I already knew, but my grandmother was telling me this story. Dr. Lucius was telling me this story last night. She said at the funeral, she said one of the things she said was, when my grandmother and him first met, it was Uncle Ben, who was 16 years old. It was my dad, who was 12. I think Uncle John, who was, Uncle John was 8, and Uncle Richard was 3 years old. And they had no mom. And I think one of the things is that for my grandfather to be able to raise those, to raise my dad, to raise my uncles, to be such the man that he was, to be the leader that he was inspirational. So many people, as I was there, just kind of talked about how inspirational he was, how he inspired people, and that's what I want to do with my life. Just be inspired and to leave memories. And the reality is that we're all gonna be gone someday. And what can we leave for memories, and how can we make an impact on the world? And I think he was able to do that. It's so inspirational to me and so many other people. So I know he's in a good place. I know he's up there with my dad right now, and they're probably hanging out watching the Hawks. So it's cool.
How meaningful was it for you to be able to do that?
It was super important. Obviously, I don't like missing practice very often, ever. But sometimes in life's more important than anything else we do, and family and everything. So, to go back home and to go back home and see my family and everything else, and just to celebrate his life with them. It was a quick 20 hours, 24 hours, but it was worth it, that's for sure. And so many memories that we have left.
What do you make of today?
I thought it was great. I thought, obviously, coming out here was amazing. This is cool. We should do this more often. I think just to get out, change the scenery a little bit, just have all the fans. Feels like it's a big-time state championship football game or something. So it was really cool. My first time ever doing it here. So it was a lot of fun. So hopefully the fans really enjoyed it. We got a lot of good situational stuff. Guys made a lot of good plays and everything else, and it was cool just to get out in the field again.
You feel like you got everything done you needed to get done, even though it wasn't in the comfort zone of the facility and everything else with everything going on? Did you guys?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we got here, got our normal kind of warm-up thing on, and really, to be honest with you, it's just good to get in game mode, to feel that emotion, to feel that feeling, to feel the game competitively. It's not the same thing. We're not laying each other out, hitting each other like crazy, but it's just good, and it's good to have the crowd as intense and as loud as the stadium was and everything else. That was great for us. Getting ready to go for next week and playing our first preseason game in CenturyLink. We play at CenturyLink, right? Okay, yes, want to make sure. But playing at CenturyLink, which is going to be really cool, coming back home. So we're fired up about that.
What does Jacob Hollister show you?
Oh man, he's quick as a cat. He's catching the ball extremely well. He's getting open. He's making a lot of great plays. As you saw today. In the past several days, he had a great practice yesterday. The days before, he's been great. I mean, he comes in with great professionalism, great vision of the game. He gets open. He knows how to separate. Got great speed. So he's doing a great job for us.
You hit Keenan Reynolds for a couple big plays too today. How far has he come along for you in the last year?
One of the things I was saying, this summer was that Keenan, his leadership is just out the roof. I think it's probably where he comes from, his background being in the Naval Academy and everything else. I think just who he is. Say again.
Not really.
But I just think that just his ability just to lead a group of men, and to be down in San Diego, California, and just him working his tail off, and that was really cool just to see this offseason. He's a tremendous athlete, tremendous competitor. He made a lot of great plays. He ran that corner route. That was sweet. Kind of laid it out in front of him so he could go get it, and made a great play before the guy closed on him. Made some other great plays. He's been special for us, and it's going to be a really cool, competitive preseason games.
I'm sorry.
One more, guys.
Keenan having a quarterback background helps
Say again?
Keenan having a quarterback background, does that help him as a receiver?
Yeah, I think so for sure. I think his ability to see the game, I think his knowledge of the game, he really understands it, and he has that work ethic. He has that mental aptitude to understand what we're trying to accomplish, and that's always great to see. That's for sure.
All right, guys. Coach Carroll will be right up. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Go Hawks.
Thanks,
Yep.